Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. The kids are back at school. And if you're anything like me, you'll be quite relieved. In fact, probably not me, but my wife, quite relieved. The kids are back at school / college now. So, yeah, I hope it all goes well. I hope everybody stays safe. But 4 months has been a long time to have the kids at home. So if you are also in that position that your kids are now back at school / college, and you are finding that you can go, I hope you enjoy whatever it is you decide to do in the time that you've probably lost over the last 4 months, be it work, be it sleep, be it do whatever it is that you want to do. Although that list of things that you've not been able to get done, then I hope you manage to do it. But yes, good that I think this kids are back at school. I think we have to trust our headmasters that they actually, and headmistresses, that they actually do the right thing and keep our kids as safe as possible. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about a few things this week that I have talked about before, but I'm seeing raising their heads again on social media, on Facebook groups, etc. And I really wanted to talk about it because I want to make people feel more comfortable, more at ease, and recognize that you're actually not in the position that you might think you are. So the first thing I want to talk about is I saw a post, and it was talking. There's a lot of Facebook groups now, so I apologize. I never know which Facebook group it is that I have actually seen these things on. But there was somebody talking about, I think they took a photograph of one of these DIY organic garland kits that was £3.50 and seemed quite upset about it. And I think on the face of it, you might look at that and think, oh, brilliant. You can get an organic garland for £3.50. However, I do want to point out that this is what I think. And we sell some of these things, by the way, because they're a retail product. So if you have a retail shop and somebody does want to do a DIY thing, then and you've got something to sell them, then why would you not want to sell it? So we sell it to you, our customers, who then sell on to your customers. However, it's a very, very, very different product to whatever it is you would produce if somebody, as a professional balloon decorator, balloon artist, if somebody says to you, can you do an organic garland or an organic demi-arch, and it's going to cost £350, that's very different to what you're going to get for £3.50. So this is what I think has happened with the manufacturers. I think they've seen the trend, obviously, of organic, and they thought, okay, let's sell that to people on the cover of the box. And inside you get the balloons. You do get 2 different sizes of balloons, I guess, but you get some tape that's got holes in it. It's designed to make balloon arches or something like that, and some glue dots. So I think what that is an exercise in is very clever packaging. It's effectively still a bag of balloons with a bit of tape and some dots. So I would ask the question, if you have been in the industry for a while as a balloon artist, as a balloon decorator, and you used to go into a shop, a corner shop, a supermarket, and you saw a bag of balloons there, did you think, oh, everybody's doing it now? Of course not. It was a bag of balloons for £1.50 or something like that for 6 balloons. They're the people that are going to get them, blow them up by mouth, stick them with thumbtacks in the corner of the room. That's effectively what this is. Somebody that's buying this £3.50 box / bag of balloons is not going to be making an amazing creation or anything like that in their living room. It's going to be a token gesture. And I'd really like to see the results of somebody doing this that has no experience. It would be very, very interesting. But I really don't want you to think that they are competing against you as a professional. Sue Bowler did a blog recently, the very best balloon blog. And she talked about how, are you a balloon seller? Or are you a balloon artist? And as a balloon decorator, call yourself a balloon decorator, balloon artist, whatever it is, that is a very, very different thing. And the other thing to consider is the people that are spending £3.50 on a few balloons to decorate a party at the last minute are not the same people that are preparing for an amazing party that would contact you and say, yeah, I've got a budget of £500 or £200 or whatever it might be. Can you create something nice for me? They're very different people. And I always like to go back to the example I gave, it was probably a couple of years ago now, one time I decided I was going to seal our shower. So we'd had a new shower tray put in. I thought I'd seal it myself because the sealant had gone, so I'd seal it myself. And I looked online, got a video, and then I bought the tools, and I bought the sealant, and I bought one tool to smooth it, another tool to do something. I can't remember. But I got it, and then I thought, excellent, I'll do it. And I followed the video on YouTube, and it's like, yeah, got it. And I went and did it, and it was just such a mess. It wasn't sealed at all, so I took it all off. Did it again. Using the right tool, I thought, okay, I'll do it. I'll moisten it a bit more. Maybe that was the issue. Did it again. Still wasn't right. You know what? I tried it a third time, and then I just threw the tools up in the air and said, sod this. And I got somebody in to do it. Now, I think I probably spent £30 or something on the bits and pieces I needed to do it, and failed miserably. I don't even know where they are. They'll be in the garage somewhere. I got a guy in. I don't even know what we paid him, but I think it was probably £50 or £60. It took him no more than 10 minutes to do. And some might say, 10 minutes work, £50, that's just not worth it. He's ripping you off or whatever. You know what? He's not. And the reason he's not is because I can sleep soundly now knowing that when I get in the shower in the morning, I'm not going to have water dripping down into my living room, which would have been the case had we gone with what I did. And that's the difference. If somebody is doing something themselves with no experience, it is nothing like what you as a balloon professional will be able to do. So please don't think of that as even a threat. It's not even close to being a threat of any kind at all. And it's the same as 18-inch foil balloons. If you're buying an 18-inch foil balloon from Card Factory or wherever, it isn't the same. You can do so much more. Bubble balloons, you don't get those in supermarkets, for instance. So compete by doing bubble balloons. If you do sell foil balloons, if you are making your business out of just selling single foil balloons, I would go so far as saying it won't last. You will not be able to do it. You will not be able to compete unless you do something different. So do something different. There's air-filled creations now that I'm sure you've seen online, on social media over the last 4 months, particularly when there's not big jobs that are to be had out there. So do something creative. Just grow, expand. I think it might have been on Bapier actually. I think there was a post, and somebody then commented in this post and said, up your game. And that's absolutely right. You've got the knowledge, you've got the skills, you can get creative, you can find out more from other people in the industry, you can watch BMTV, you can watch other videos, you can find out how to up your skills and make something. So please, please, please do not be threatened by these sort of things. And it's the same, I saw another post about Morrison's as well. Okay, it's the big Morrison's party area they're going into, and I know they're going to be doing a bit more than the just normal Morrison's where they're doing a few foil balloons. However, I think it was a post months ago, last year sometime possibly, and somebody said that they were hired to do the balloon arch for the opening of the party part of Morrison's, and that says it all. These, as much as they are, it's a nice looking store and they do have lots of products for parties, they're not going to have the level of professionalism or experience behind the counter there. So just be different, up your game, do something that is not what they're doing. It's not the same product. Like I say, the customers are different customers anyway. So I just don't want people to feel threatened. And the reason I don't want people to feel threatened is because when you see things like that, you go, oh, particularly if you're quite new in the industry, why am I doing this? Why am I competing? I can't compete against £3.50. And you feel negative, you feel down. And if you get lots of feelings like that, if you focus on the negative, more negative stuff comes to you. If you focus on the positive, positive stuff comes to you. And it's as simple as that. Yeah, be aware that they're there. Same with competitors. Don't worry too much about competitors. Be aware they're there. Have a look at them every now and then, but do your own thing. Now, this leads me to the next thing that I've seen a lot of people talking to, and it is pricing. Now, pricing it's very difficult. I will be absolutely honest and tell you what we did when we first started out. We started out as a balloon in a box company, working from home with our little newborn, and it was my wife, I was still working, and we bought the balloons, bought the boxes, and bought tissue paper to put in them and all the rest of it. And it's like, okay, how much did it cost us? Yeah, this much. How much should we charge? Add a bit. And that's what we did. And honestly, we probably did it. It was balloon in a box. We were able to add a premium. It was being shipped out. It was more of a service than just a product. So we were able to do okay with it. But still, that's pretty much what we did. Add a bit. We didn't consider our overheads. We didn't consider what level of profit we wanted to make. We just wanted to start a business, and that's what we were doing. And thankfully, it went okay. But now there are tools around, and the one that I like is the one that we created. Mark from Qualitex came down a few years ago, and he told us all about pricing, and he showed us the Qualitex job cost form that's been around for years. And I struggled to understand it, even though I'd been in industry, in business for 12 or 13 years at the time. And I struggled. So I went away, tried to put it onto a spreadsheet, love spreadsheets, and make it easier. And that's what we've done. So we've got our interactive pricing tool that you can download from the website for free. Enter in the bits and pieces, watch the video, get some guidance on how you should be thinking, and then you can work out what you should be charging. And it's worked really, really well. I know a lot of people use it. It's on our resources page. I talked about it last week on BMTV as well. However, if you don't want to use that, you don't have to. Keith and Dom from Qualitex have also done a video recently on Q Corner and talking about exactly the same thing. And they've come up with their version of the job cost form. So I don't care if you use ours. I don't care if you use theirs. It's more about finding the right price, getting the right cost, knowing that you're making money, and being able to grow your business. So you do have to look at the competitors. If you're trying to sell something, if it comes up and says the minimum you've got to sell something for, absolute minimum is £25, and you look around and you see your competitors selling it for 15, let them sell it at 15, because if you can't make any money at 20 or make minimal money at 25, I can guarantee they're not making any money at 15. So they won't do it for very long. When they realize it's costing them £10 every time they sell something, they won't be doing it very long. So it is very easy to get caught up with people being cheaper than you, with retailers selling balloons and you thinking they're a threat. It's just really, really easy to do that. But please, 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 if you've been in the industry 10 years, 20 years, 2 months, be positive. Look at the positive side of it. Focus on your business, not on what everybody else is doing, and you will get to where you want to be. Right. Now, I'm going to talk about some new products. Last week, I obviously talked about the Floristry accessories that we were going to get. But before I show you actually some of those, let me apologize to any florists out there that I don't know a whole lot about these products, okay? We've brought them in because we know we have some florist customers and we want to make it as easy as possible for them to get what they need to do their job. I would love to get a florist down here on BMTV explaining a little bit more, so if anybody's interested, please get in touch. But I don't know a whole lot about these florist products, so I'm going to say that up front. That's my disclaimer done. But before we get to that, I just wanted to show you this. We inflated this for BMTV. How many weeks ago, Matt? 5, 6 weeks ago? It was quite a while, wasn't it? And I've not touched it, not topped it up, nothing. And we're in quite a cold room, got the air conditioning on, and it is still, I think, looking as good. It's gone a little bit soft if you squidge the end of the branches, but it still looks just as good as it did when we inflated it. And this is one of the anagram heirlooms. And I've been really impressed with these. I'm quite excited about it. There's a lot more coming. And I've got this one up here, and I just wanted to show you a different design, really. The reason I like these is it's 2 balloons. That's one balloon, that's another balloon down there. And they're so easy to put together. I did use a hand inflator to inflate this. And then I just told Matt that, and he just told me that the Premium Foil Pro is just behind the curtain here. So thanks, Matt. I'd recommend it because my arm was aching. They do come supplied with, though, a straw. All right. Hope you don't pass out, but I would recommend the Premium Foil Pro if you're going to inflate something as big as that. But if you're sat in front of the telly and you've got a hand pump, you could just, do it there. That's the other good thing about these. You can inflate these days, weeks, months in advance, and they will be absolutely fine. But they're really, really good. And the other good thing about them is I think they're really good value for money. They're less than half the price of an Airwalker. But look at the size of them. I think they can just be a really good addition. They're all air. There's no helium. I think you can sell these as a retailer, as a decorator, because they have such an impact, because they're so big. I think they're going to go really well. I do love this one. This just looks really intricate. It looks really clever. But anyway, that's those. I just wanted to mention the heirlooms because we are going to be getting more of those in. Right, to the floristry bits and pieces. I'll start over here with these. This is a bit like cellophane. It's called Hessian film, and it's a bit like a big roll of cellophane, and it's kind of got a Hessian feel to it. And florists, I believe, use it for layering. So you've got the bouquet of balloons and you've got layers of fabric and whatever underneath, and that's what they are for. But you can use them for obviously anything, any kind of packing. I think we did the BMTV with Sue Bowler a while ago, and it was wrapping presents with cellophane, something like that. Matt, you'll have to find it and put it on the screen. But it was, yeah, you could use it for that sort of thing as well. Now move over here. Now these are hat boxes. They're not actually hat boxes, but these are for florists. I'm assuming what you do, if I take the lid off that one and take out the silica gel, they have inside that lining. So I'm guessing what you're supposed to do is you would put some Oasis soaked in water in there, and then you can do your flower arrangement. Florists, as I say, if I'm completely wrong, please let me know. But I know people in the balloon industry have been utilizing these as well, and you can use them obviously for just normal gift boxes if you wanted to, and put different things in them or create a display. But yes, we've got different colors in those. There's more coming in as well. If you go to the new product section on the website, you'll see that some are at 0. That's because they've not come in yet. So as soon as they're in, hopefully we will get some in as well. So I've just brought a couple of the colors up here. Over here, just got a couple of the types of cards. They're the message cards that you write and say happy birthday or whatever. And then over here, we've got something called pot tape. This is probably where I need the help from you florists out there. I've been told by one of the guys in the office that pot tape is to go around stub wire to stop it being sharp at the end. If that is wrong, please let me know, because I honestly don't know, and I'm sure there's other uses for it. But we've got different types of pot tape. We've got the clear stuff and we've got the green stuff, and I think we've got different thicknesses as well. Also got this Oasis double-sided sticky tape as well. Talking of the stub wire, these are the stub wires that we sell. Remember we did something with Chris Horn, and he put this inside a modelling balloon and made bubbles and things like that out of it. It was really good. But you have to buy, this is 2.5 kilos of stub wire. I don't know how many hundreds of pieces of wire there are in there, but there's quite a lot. So we've got these ones. These are green, shorter slightly, but there's only a few in there. I'd say there's 10, maybe 15, not sure. But they're 30 centimeters long. So we've got those smaller packs of those. And then this, I thought on the website, we might have to do something to show the size of these. I thought, because it was an envelope kind of shape, I thought that would be something that you put the cards in. But it is called a envelope flower box lined. So I'm guessing this is the lining. You open the box up, again you put some Oasis foam in there, soak it, and then you can put your arrangement, but it looks like it's in an envelope. So again, florists, please correct me if I'm wrong. And then down here, not just florist stuff, but this is the Ooglu. We've got the Ooglu dashes that we've had for a while, and we've got a couple of new products there. The Power Patch is 3 inches by 3 inches of Ooglu, and apparently it will hold 2 pounds of weight, which I think is very impressive. Yeah, so not tested it. Maybe we should do a test. We did a test of balloon tape years ago. I think it was about 4 stone ago, and yeah, that was a really good experiment, that was. And we've also got this Ooglu tape, and this is double-sided tape as well. It does say it's for all sorts of different walls and things like that. So it's actually got a picture of somebody putting it on a brick. Having tried to stick things to brick before, I know it's very, very difficult. So I don't know. I've not tested it. I'm not claiming it will absolutely do that, but that's what it says on the packing. So on the packaging. So if anybody has used that, please let us know if that is the case. But I know Ooglu is really good. I know Sue Bowler loves the Ooglu dashes. Really strong, good tape. And then what else? Sempertex. These are, I also talked about these last week on BMTV. These are the Lincolns, but in the reflex finish. So we've got the gold, the silver, and the rose gold in the 6-inch. We do have the gold, the silver, and the rose gold in the 12-inch. I just couldn't find the gold downstairs, and I had to rush up to do this. So I've got the rose gold and the silver, but we do have all three colours in both sizes. So they're available right now in the building. And the other thing I've mentioned recently is increasing our range of stickers. So say you are starting out. A lot of people are personalizing things. Personalization you can charge a premium for, and people are using the cameos. Silhouette cameos. Obviously, if you're starting out, you might not want to invest in one of those, or you might. It's a really good investment. But if you don't, and you just want to personalize balloons, boxes, gifts, whatever else, you can. We're getting more and more stickers, very glittery stickers, these ones. So we've got some hearts there, we've got some numbers, letters, some hearts down there, and that funky looking rainbow. So we're hoping to extend our range of stickers further as well. And that, I think, is everything for this week. My question of the week is to you florists out there, as well as telling me what I've got completely wrong here, can you tell me what would you like us to supply? Please leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a great week. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye.